Hello and welcome. I am a hotelier professional, and it is my distinct pleasure to warmly welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Today, we're diving into something truly special, the 7-star standard, a masterclass in what modern luxury really means. And that's really what this is all about. This program is designed specifically for you, hospitality professionals who want to build that strong, practical knowledge that you can actually use in real hotel operations. We're delighted to have you here and really look forward to supporting your professional development. So let's get right into it. The whole definition of luxury, well, it's being completely rewritten. For today's most discerning guests, the old standards, they just don't cut it anymore. And this quote, it really says it all. Traditional 5-star perfection is simply their baseline, not their destination. Think about that. What used to be the absolute peak is now just the starting line. So what does this new standard actually look like? Well, we're going to break it down into 5 key pillars. First, we'll look at the new guest and what's driving them. Then we'll explore why wellness has become the new luxury. After that, it's all about invisible service and seamless tech. Then we'll touch on the search for purpose and story. And finally, we'll wrap up with the true art of anticipation. All right, let's dive into our first section. Beyond opulence, the new guest. This is all about understanding a massive shift. A shift away from just material things towards something much more personal, recognition. Okay, so let's really break this down. The traditional 5-star guest, they valued opulence, visible displays of luxury, the gold taps, the flashy car out front. But the new 7-star guest, they value something totally different. They're looking for recognition and rarity. For them, true luxury is about exclusivity and, well, invisibility. It's about a level of hyper-personalization that feels like it was made just for them and nobody else. So we're moving from a world of standardized perfection to one of deeply personal perfection. And that brings us right to our second pillar, wellness as the new luxury. Now, we're not just talking about a relaxing spa day. Oh no, this is about reframing a hotel stay as a strategic investment in a guest's personal performance. And a key concept here, a word you're going to hear a lot, is biohacking. So what is it? Well, it's basically using science and technology to optimize your body's biology. We're talking enhanced physical and cognitive performance. And here's the kicker. The 7-star guest fully expects their hotel to be an active, knowledgeable partner in this journey. So what does this look like in practice? I mean, we're talking about some pretty incredible stuff. Things like hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers, red light therapy, even nerve stimulation sleep clinics. You might see personalized IV drips on the menu to combat jet lag, or guided forest bathing sessions to reconnect with nature. It's all about bespoke nutritional plans and high-tech solutions. These aren't just trendy amenities anymore. They are essential, high-performance tools in the modern luxury toolkit. And this is so important for you to understand because it completely changes your role. You're not just providing a service anymore. You're becoming a knowledgeable facilitator of the guest's personal health journey. You really have to understand their goals, know the science, and be able to help them achieve what they came for. Okay, section 3, invisible service, seamless tech. This is where we get into a really fascinating paradox, right? The more personalized and focused the experience becomes, the more the service itself needs to disappear. It's about mastering the art of being ever-present but completely unseen. And this quote really nails it. The ultimate currencies are privacy and the luxury of space. Think about it. Privacy is the new gold standard. That's why we're seeing this huge trend of guests opting for branded residences or private villas over a standard hotel room. They want that feeling of seclusion, that the place is all theirs. And the service has to match that. It needs to be impeccable, almost ghostly. Always there when you need it, but never, ever intrusive. So what does this look like from the moment they arrive? Well, first off, you can forget the traditional check-in desk. That's gone. The new process starts with a discreet in-suite welcome. The guest walks straight to their room, and when they open the door, everything is already perfect. The environment has been pre-calibrated. The scent, the temperature, the music playing softly, and of course, any preferences from past days have already been implemented. It's a completely seamless, friction-free arrival. And the technology that makes all of this possible, this is the crucial part. It has to be absolutely cutting edge, but it can never feel techy. The guest shouldn't be fumbling with an iPad or confused by a control panel. The goal is magic, not machinery. It should just work. Behind this magic is what you might call a digital butler. This is a whole toolkit of technologies working together. We're talking about AI-powered predictive personalization, which uses real-time guest data to anticipate needs. Things like one-click room upgrades, or integrated concierge chats that feel like texting a friend, and smart room controls that don't just remember your preferences here, but remember them across different properties around the world. That's the benchmark we're talking about. All right, moving on to our fourth point, seeking purpose and story. This is about recognizing that today's guest is so much more than a tourist. They're what we call a regeneration seeker. They're not just there to consume. They're looking for meaningful experiences that leave a place better than they found it. And this really is a massive shift from what was expected yesterday. Optional green initiatives, that's just not enough anymore. Today, regeneration is mandatory. It's the standard. Yesterday's guest wanted a room with a view. Today's guest wants a story to participate in. It's the difference between a corporate social responsibility checkbox and becoming an active, genuine steward of the local culture. So how do you craft that story? Well, it's about deep, authentic integration. It means partnering with local artisans for private masterclasses. It means showcasing and actively helping to preserve indigenous traditions. It means operating on-site regenerative gardens that supply your restaurants. And maybe most importantly, it means narrating all of your sustainability efforts with transparency and real passion so the guest feels like they're truly part of it. And that brings us to our final and perhaps most important pillar, the art of anticipation. This is what ties everything else together. It's about moving from simply reactive service to truly proactive curation. Once you understand the guest, their values, their goals, you can start to anticipate their needs before they even know they have them. The ultimate goal here is something called legacy living. What does that mean? It means you're creating meaningful memories for multi-generational families. You're not just providing a nice room for a weekend. You are the stage, the backdrop, where core family memories are being made. And that requires an incredible amount of emotional intelligence and empathy to create those priceless moments. So let's just look at the difference in mindset. A 5-star service is fundamentally reactive. The question is, what can I get for you? It's about fulfilling requests, it's providing a product. But a 7-star service is proactive. The statement is, I knew you'd want this. It's about anticipating unspoken needs. It's about curating an entire experience. See the difference? It's huge. Which brings us to this powerful idea. Your role is no longer just to provide service. Your role is to be the curator of the unbuyable experience, right? It's creating that moment of magic, that perfect memory, that thing that money literally cannot buy. And that comes from your empathy, your creativity, and your autonomy to make it happen. So I want to leave you with a question to really think about. As you move forward as a future leader in this industry, how will you curate the unbuyable experience? What unique, magical moments will you create for your guests? And this is precisely our mission at Europe Hotel School. We want to empower you with the practical knowledge, the professional mindset, and the future-ready skills you'll need to thrive in this new era. The future really does belong to the curators, the storytellers, and the empaths who can deliver these exceptional experiences. We are honored to support you on your learning path. Mastering this new standard is about more than just a job. It's about being at the very forefront of hospitality's future. We wish you every success in your career.